friends, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the July energy forecast. What I'm going to provide for you today are the different themes of what to expect for this month moving forward, as well as practices, tools, shifts in mindset that you can be thinking about as we're moving through this month. And stick around to the end because I will be providing a beautiful card pull for the energy this month. I'll pull a few cards just to help support you. June was a month, and the Akashic Records told us it was going to be a big month of relationships. Tell me if you felt this. Themes around making decisions, themes around grounding into greater clarity, themes around choice and how healing this can be to have your own choice around pieces, themes around seeing cracks in alignment, all to do with our relationships. And there is a reason for this, because your relationships are going to be the containers in which you are meant to experience the greatest expansion, the greatest growth, the greatest healing. And so your relationships will always be mirroring back to you pieces that you're meant to see on a deeper level about yourself. Pieces around fears, doubts, past pain, stuck trauma, stuck energy. Your relationships will always be the catalyst for your growth and your healing. And so if you felt it in June, if you felt this energy, you are not alone. I talked to so many of you who felt the bigness of this energy last month. And so our first theme of July is, it is a transitional month. What do they mean by this? So we're moving from June, where a lot of us have had greater clarity. We've made decisions, or we're on the precipice of making decisions. We're seeing cracks in alignment. We're seeing things on a deeper level with greater clarity. July is going to be a transitional month of moving from what was into what is becoming. July is a month of ebb and flow. I mean, we're always in ebb and flow as energetic beings, but July is going to especially be a month of shifting from what was into what is becoming. It is a month of releasing, letting go, grieving, transitioning from into a new path that you are forging for yourself. A restructuring, a building of anew, a stepping into. So there's going to be an ebb and flow between what is older energy into what is new energy. It is a month where you're going to start to feel more closure around certain pieces and completion around the energy of those pieces. And then there will be an opening into what will become new energy for you, a new path. It's really important in this ebb and flow energy that you practice surrender. And I know surrender can be such an abstract thought sometimes, but truly surrender is not giving up. It is refocusing on what you can control, the things you can control, which is simply yourself. You can't control anything out there. And so practicing surrendering more to the ebb and flow of this month will look like practicing connecting each day within yourself, grounding into your truth, grounding into deeper clarity of what is showing up for you and what you are desiring and what you are wanting to experience. This is where we learn how to surrender. It is not just simply opening our hands and saying, okay, universe, do whatever you need to do. That's not surrender. Surrender is releasing the things you can't control and refocusing back on what you can, which is yourself. And so I'm going to put this here for you to think about, to reflect on this month. What can you be doing each day to feel in deeper trust and faith of the uncertainty as you're moving forward on your path? What can you be doing to create certainty within yourself as you move through the uncertainty of the external? How can you be connecting with yourself each day to anchor into deeper trust, to connect to a place within yourself that allows you to feel trust and faith in the process? Because the truth is, we don't get to know. But when we practice these pieces each day, it allows us to feel a semblance of trust and faith in the unknown. And that's the magic. It's about allowing yourself to integrate and release what was and deepen into and envision what you want to step into, what you are continually stepping into, the energy that you are continually learning how to embody. So the second theme I want to explore here is that will show up this month for you without a doubt is closure and completion. because June was such a big energy of seeing things more clearly, of being shown things on a deeper level of maybe what isn't working or what isn't in alignment or where you're pushing too hard or where you're coming up against a lot of resistance. June was an energy of being able to see things more clearly. And now we're meant to take that clarity into July and really allow ourselves to integrate it deeper, to maybe continue to release pieces that aren't working, to let yourself grieve the pieces that are no more, to settle more into the deeper knowings that you have and allow yourself to be with the changes that are showing up, to be with the new energy that you're stepping into. And we're going to explore this new energy next, but truly to be able to ride the ebb and flow, which is a massive theme this month, to be able to ride that, you have to be able to be with what is shedding. You have to be able to be with what is being let go. You have to be able to be with the human inside of you that's not going to want to let go of these pieces that perhaps felt really safe and really comfortable. Part of the magic is being able to be with that discomfort, because the more we can be with it, the safer the path becomes for us moving forward. You have to be able to explore and get curious with the hard stuff, to explore and get curious with the resistance that your human is putting up to letting go, to releasing, to shedding, so that you can deepen more into what is who you truly are, your deeper capital S self, that you are continuing to deepen into on this path, that you are continuing to awaken to on this path. This is the path of expansion. And if you're watching this video, if you have been subscribing to my channel, if you've been watching my videos, you're on this path. If what I am saying resonates for you, you're on this path. This is what your soul signed up for on this journey. And such a key piece of this path is being able to be with the discomfort, is being able to be with the fears and the doubts and the releasing and the shedding and the unraveling as you come home closer and closer and closer and deeper and deeper and deeper into who you truly are. So whereas June might have been a month of confusion and a lack of clarity or unknown or doubt, July is meant to be a month of bringing to completion, a month of tying up loose ends. And another really beautiful thing you can be doing this month is honoring and celebrating what this piece was that you're letting go of, that you're releasing, that you're trusting the unfolding of, celebrating what was. And this is something we forget to do on the path, or we don't do enough of, is sitting in the energy of what that piece was and really reflecting on how did it help you grow? How did you expand through different pieces? What were some of the hard pieces that showed up that you were able to transmute, that you were able to build awareness around of yourself, of your path forward, of what you more deeply desire within yourself on your soul path? So really reflecting on, celebrating, honoring what this phase was for you, what that season was, what that piece was, and how you're meant to bring some of that with you moving forward. I think we can think sometimes when it comes to releasing and shedding, we're just supposed to leave it. Well, no, you're always in this state of alchemizing, shifting, transmuting. And so pieces of that are going to move forward with you. Elements of what you grew through and you healed through and you expanded through are meant to go with you on your path forward. And so taking time to reflect and see what those pieces are. This is alchemizing at its best. This is turning those pieces into gold and bringing them with you on the path. And the truth is, the more intentional energy you're able to give that piece in celebrating, honoring, reflecting, the more space you're going to clear and open up in order for you to better prepare your energy moving forward on the path. When we leave pieces untied, when we leave those loose ends and we don't tie them up, this actually creates energetic pulls on those pieces still. It tethers you to them in a way that can keep you stuck. And so really honoring and celebrating and allowing yourself to reflect loosens up that energy. It ties the loose ends, it clears it so you can walk forward on your path with greater clarity, with greater ease, with more openness. The final theme is building blocks. And this is the other energy you're going to be feeling this month. So we had the closure and the completion, but the building blocks. This is the ebb and flow between what was and who you are becoming. The energy of building blocks is going to be big this month because your energy is being prepared for you to be catapulted into this next piece. And when I say catapulted, you're gonna feel some of this energy this month where woof, all of a sudden this new stuff feels right in front of you. Or it's like you're in it and then you're being ripped from it. And I don't say the word ripped in a way of like trauma or a way of it being super, super intense, but it's like you're going to be in this new energy and then woof, you're going to be back in that old energy. And that's why they're saying with the ebb and flow, having practices, having pieces that are going to help you ride the wave of back and forth, ebb and flow between those pieces is so important. Thinking about what you want this next path to be for you, how you want it to feel as you are opening up into it. Thinking about how you want to structure pieces, because when we're entering into a new piece, if we don't have structure around it, it's going to feel chaotic. It's going to feel everywhere. And actually your daily routines can play a big part in entering into this new energy. So what are the things that you're doing each day to ground your energy, to ground into the vision that you have for yourself? What are the things that you're doing each day to ground into your trust, to regulate your nervous system? What are the things you're doing each day to help you understand the action that you're taking that day to move into this vision, into this new energy? And so your daily routines play such a big part in entering into this new energy. It's like the daily routines are going to be the anchor. They're going to tether you into this new energy, but it's also going to help you come back from some of the energy you will be visiting as you are bringing things to completion, as you are closing off certain pieces. And the records also really wanted me to make note of noticing the resistance that's showing up as you are entering into this new energy. So with any new expansion, there's going to be fear. There are going to be doubts. There are going to be limiting beliefs. And these are the glass ceiling pieces that we hit when we are stepping into that new expansion. And so spending time each day noticing if there's resistance showing up, noticing the triggers that are showing up for you as you're stepping into new energy, as you're envisioning where you want to go, what you want to experience, noticing the triggers that are showing up that are saying, I can't do this. I'm not ready for this. Who am I to do this? I don't deserve this. I'm not worthy. Like really noticing some of these pieces of resistance, recognizing this is the human in you that's scared of the unknown, that's scared of the uncertainty. And how can you help the human in you feel safe to continue to open up into this new path? The path is already there. Your soul knows the path. And so how you're choosing to walk forward on that path is how you choose to support your human in the unfolding. Are you creating safety? Are you having tools and practices to walk more in flow on that path, to feel grounded on the path forward? How you choose to walk the path will play a big part in the unfolding of the path that's already there. Okay, my friends, I'm going to pull some cards for you to help you on the path this month. And so, just as I'm shuffling here, just a reminder that how you are supporting yourself each day is going to play a big part in riding the wave, in the ebb and flow. It's gonna feel, I'm not gonna lie to you, the energy feels like it has the potential to feel quite the energy feels like it has the potential to be quite chaotic this month, to feel quite chaotic, because it's almost like this teeter-totter that I'm feeling into. And so how can you make that teeter-totter feel a little bit more, not balanced, but a little bit smoother for you rather than jagged up and down, jagged up and down? Because the jagged up and down really represents what you are exiting out of, what you are releasing, what you are shedding, and then what you are entering into. Okay. And so the more you can have these daily practices, these tools that support you in that support your nervous system in that, the more in flow all of this is going to feel for you, right? It's all in how you support yourself. That's truly what the magic is on this path. Okay. So a couple fell out, and then I'm going to pull one more. Dropped one of them here. Okay. This makes sense. We've got a little journey with our cards here. The first card that came out, not for you. The second card that came out, a leg up. The third card, TikTok. And this actually feels like it connects quite a bit to each piece, the Not For You card. It's really important for you to be grounding into your truth and your certainty. You know, excuse me, you know what you are needing to do on a deeper level. And for a lot of you, a lot around the throat chakra right here, a lot around communicating and expressing your truth, a lot around trusting your truth and how you are expressing that out into the world and how you are expressing that out into your relationships. So much around the throat chakra right now. It might even feel like you have a frog in your throat, like you can't say your truth, like you can't express what's going on, like you're being stifled. It's really important for you to be spending time each day grounding into your truth to help you deepen into greater certainty on your path forward. When you are doing this, it's going to allow the resistance, the doubts, the fears that show up to calm. Those are going to be there. That's the human in you. That's your ego. And it's showing you the ways in which maybe it doesn't feel safe to make that decision, or it doesn't feel safe to step into that piece, or it doesn't feel safe to release. But it is so important for you to be grounding into your truth, to be regulating your nervous system each day, to be connecting back to this place within you. It is the tether, it is the anchor that you need when it starts to feel chaotic, when it starts to feel unknown, when it starts to feel scary, when it starts to feel like, what am I even doing? How do I trust myself? Ground into your truth, because you know. And when you are regulated and connected in this place, that's where you hear the whispers. When you are regulated and connected in this place, sometimes that's where you hear it very loudly, but you hear it and you feel it and you know. The second piece that they want to talk about here, a leg up, is making sure that you are putting in daily supports. That's going to give you a leg up on your journey right now when things feel chaotic. Again, this energy of chaos this month is going to be big. And so having a leg up on that energy is really big. Your daily routines, your daily practices, allowing support from safe people in your life is so important. It's going to allow you to almost, like, they're giving this visual of being on those, is it stilts? But being up higher in order to be able to navigate the chaos of the energy beneath you, right? In order to be able to see more of what is going on with greater clarity, in order to have greater awareness of what is true and what is not true. It's those stilts, having a leg up, those daily practices, those structures, those routines, support from loved ones, allows you to have greater awareness and clarity around what isn't for you, around what you're not supposed to be doing, around what you're not supposed to be giving your energy and your attention to. Making sure you're practicing that every day is so important to navigate the energy. And the last piece here is TikTok. So for some of you that have made big decisions in June or entering into July, you might feel like there's like a constraint on time. Like, if I make this decision, I have to start over with this piece. Maybe it's in a relationship, maybe it's around your job or career. It feels very much around relationships. TikTok, the clock. That is such a linear way to look at the journey. And that's very much the human in us. That's the ego in us. That's looking for control. That's looking for safety. That's looking to try to find control in what feels uncertain. Notice where you're feeling the pressure of time in making these decisions. Notice when you're feeling the tick-tock of the clock, right? And again, regulating, grounding back into your truth. Your soul knows the plan here, and there's a journey that is unfolding for you, and everything that you desire, if it's on a soul level, what you're meant to experience, it is going to happen in divine timing. And so what do you need to do this month to release the pressure of time, release the restraints you're putting on yourself of when is this going to happen? How long? Do I make this decision? I'm going to run out of time, right? See if you can release a little bit of that and ground back into your truth, into certainty, into deeper faith and trust on the path, because your soul knows, and everything is happening for you in divine timing. And when you slow down and you connect to this place, you feel that. You feel that trust. Okay, my friends, this month is going to be a big one. Ground yourself, anchor yourself, tether yourself. And if you need help, I'm always here. I have my one-to-one soul coaching containers. If you're needing deeper support, if you're wanting to connect into that trust, move through any resistance that's showing up, helping you ground into your soul path, what it is you truly desire, and take action from a soul-aligned place, my one-to-one soul coaching is where you will find that. I also have my Soul Empowered membership. We meet up once a week. You get one-to-one support, community connection, Akashic Records channeled guidance. And then of course my one-to-one readings. You can find everything in the link in my bio. Let me know how this video landed. Share it if it helps, if you think it could help someone on the path, if they're struggling, if they need guidance, if they're needing to feel more trust, share. And I thank you for being here. Have a great month, and I'll see you soon.